Good evening, beautiful people. Greetings and blessings to you all. I am Brandy and wanted to drop in this evening to give a recap on my day and elaborate off of that a bit. Um, Today, I had the pleasure of going to see one of my high school teachers. Uh, he was actually my high school trigonometry teacher, and post graduation, of course, um, just maintained a very positive relationship with he and his wife. She's no longer teaching at the high school, but just been blessed to be able to stay connected to them. And I went to go visit him today and got to see some students, some of my students, and I call them my students because, once upon a time, I had some on my caseload, and even some that weren't on my caseload. I still built a rapport with them, just in passing or introduction or whatever the case may be. So it was a blessing to be able to do that and see them. But in getting to talk with my teacher, we got to speak about a lot of things that are going on at the high school involving the students. My heart right now is crying out for these babies. Well, these young men and women, excuse me. I have to stop calling them babies, but I've gotten a couple of reports, one on a former uh, student of mine. He's grown now, and in a situation that he is involved in that is very unfortunate right now. I'm still going to look into that to see what can actually be done. I just hated to hear what happened with him. But like I said, in going to the high school and speaking with my teacher, just to get a heads up and more clarity on the hearts and the minds and spirits of the students that are there right now. It seems as though many of them are crying out. And I say this because a lot of activity that is going on, that is taking place in the actual school, are things that I know we wouldn't have even thought about doing during the time that I was in school. And it's nothing against the students, judging them or whatever. I'm just very concerned. Um, and I feel as though there are many things that are taking place because students aren't feeling heard. They're not necessarily feeling like they're cared for. And many of them lack confidence that is definitely needed for today to just thrive in any kind of way. And I have been saying for many weeks that, well, months even, that I was going to stick with, working with young ladies and just keep it there because with the business and mentoring and things of that nature, that's where I was. I'm a woman, so naturally, I want to work with the young ladies because they're growing into young women. And so that was the lane and vein that I was in. And it seems as though the more I say this and the more that I try to move in that, uh, information regarding the young men comes to me. And to me, that's just simply saying, oh, Father Jesus, that God is leading me in a way to not just stay fixated on one area, dealing with just girls. You'll say that you want to do this or you're going to do this, and he'll show you that no, you're going to do something else. And then definitely where I am right now. It's speaking loud and clear. And no, no one woman show. This is going to be definitely a group effort, and I'm blessed to be able to say that I'm connected with some great, men and women that can help in these efforts. But it's definitely something that is needed. It's definitely something that I'm moving forward in right now. And it seems as though it's going to have to be a bit more accelerated and aggressive. And, God definitely is one who equips, us for the very thing that He desires us to do. And purpose, His purpose for us, um, is never going to be presented without, proper provision and destiny helpers aligned to move forward to help that thing completely come into manifestation. Today, I got a chance to speak with two other students. One I've known for a couple of years now, just in passing at first, and then I introduced myself to him, and it was just something about his spirit. And I know not every kid is necessarily viewed in the way that I see them, but I always see what many people won't see in these students, even themselves a lot of times. And I shared that very thing today with them. But I got a chance to speak with him and his brother today, and there was a situation that I won't speak on in exact terms and whatnot, but it was very emotional, and their emotions were very high, and I understand why. But one thing that I had to reiterate to the both of them is that many times people will push your buttons to make you react and respond in a way that is out of character just to see you do it and just to see what's going to happen to you. And in this situation, I feel that that's what that is. And many times, students feel as though if they do not respond, if they don't react, if they don't have something to say back, or if they don't do this or whatever, that is viewed as they're scared or they're weak. And that's one thing that I had to definitely elaborate on, and letting them know that it takes strength to be able to walk away from situations like that. It does. And, there are many times that I have been pushed, that I am pushed, because people will try you. And especially when they know that you have potential in an area, they will try you. And you have to have a made up mind to just not give in to that. And it's not always easy. It's not. But it's definitely worth it. So my day was in that lane and in that vein. Even though it was kind of impromptu, it still touched my heart. I still was able, well, I'm gonna be honest, I was happy that I was able to, contribute in that way, and that God allowed me to be in that space at that time to be able to shed some light. And like I said, I know that obviously this is an area that He's moving me back into. So I'm not going to run from it. I'm no longer running from it. We're going to move forward in that. And I'm just going to say, look forward to seeing a lot more about, the youth, and moving forward with empowering them and encouraging them and giving them tools to move forward in what today is about. Is Triumphant Tuesday, to be triumphant and to be able to thrive. So without further ado, I don't know if I introduced myself in the beginning, but I am Brandy. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your Tuesday evening. And if you have not, give a kind word to somebody today. It definitely will make the difference that you probably don't even understand it'll make. So move forward in that. You guys be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.